The sun was slowly sinking over the Sea of Galilee. All day long, Jesus had been teaching the people. Crowds gathered from nearby towns and villages. Some came to hear him speak. Some came hoping for healing. Others were simply curious. Jesus spoke in stories the people could understand. He talked about faith, seeds, light, and the kingdom of God. His words were gentle but powerful. Many listened closely, forgetting about time, hunger, and even the heat. But as evening came, Jesus grew tired. His disciples could see it in his eyes and posture. He had given everything he had to the people that day. Jesus turned to them and said, "Let us go to the other side of the lake." The disciples agreed quickly. They helped Jesus into a boat. Other small boats followed behind them. The sea looked calm. The sky was clear. Nothing seemed dangerous. They did not know that the night would soon test their faith in ways they had never experienced before. As the boat moved farther from the shore, Jesus lay down at the back of the boat. He rested his head on a cushion and fell asleep almost immediately. The disciples continued sailing. Some of them were experienced fishermen. They had grown up on this sea. They knew its moods. Then suddenly, everything changed. Dark clouds gathered quickly. Strong winds began to blow. Waves rose high and crashed into the boat. Water poured in faster than they could scoop it out. The calm sea turned wild. The boat rocked violently from side to side. The disciples shouted over the sound of the wind. Fear filled their hearts. This was no ordinary storm. Yet through it all, Jesus slept.
The disciples looked at him in disbelief. How could he sleep while they were about to drown? Panic took over. Finally, they rushed to Jesus and shook him awake. "Teacher!" they cried.
"Master, wake up! We are perishing! The waves are overwhelming us! Wake up and refrain! Master, save us! Wait for death!"
Their words came from fear, not faith. Jesus opened his eyes and stood up. The wind howled. The waves continued to rise. Water soaked the boat. But Jesus was calm. He looked at the raging sea and spoke with authority. "Peace, be still." Immediately the wind stopped. The waves settled. The sea became completely calm. Silence filled the air. Then Jesus turned to his disciples and asked them, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" The disciples were frozen in awe. They had seen miracles before, but never like this. They whispered to one another, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." In that moment, they realized something powerful. They were not just in a boat with a teacher. They were in a boat with the Son of God. When morning came, the boat reached the other side of the lake. The storm was gone, but its lesson remained. The disciples were quiet. Each one thought deeply about what had happened. They remembered how afraid they had been. They remembered how small their faith felt in the storm. Jesus stepped onto the shore. New challenges awaited him there. The storm had not been the end of the journey. It was only the middle. The disciples now understood something important. Following Jesus did not mean storms would never come. It meant that Jesus would always be with them in the storm, and that made all the difference.
This story is not only about a storm on the sea, it is also about the storms in our own lives. Sometimes life feels calm until suddenly it is not. Problems appear without warning. Fear rises like waves, and it feels like Jesus is silent. But just like that night on the sea, Jesus is still in the boat. He sees the storm. He hears your cry, and at the right time, he speaks peace. The same voice that calmed the sea can calm your heart. No matter what storm you are facing right now, fear, confusion, delay, or loss, remember this: if Jesus is with you, the storm will not destroy you. It may shake you, but it will not sink you. Hold on, have faith, peace is coming. If this story blessed you, please like the video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe for more powerful Bible stories that inspire faith and hope. Thank you for listening. Stay blessed, and remember, even the storms obey you. God is not limited to nature.